When conjugating Arabic verbs in the past tense, we only need to focus on two simple things. First, which attached pronoun or suffix do we need to connect to the verb? Second, how can we adjust the vowel of the verb's last letter, which depends on the attached pronoun being used. As you can see, every modification happens at the very end of the verb. We do not touch its beginning at all. Today, I'll show you step by step how to master past verb conjugation in Arabic for all regular verbs. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mustafa Nasser again. This is the second lesson of this new course, Arabic Verb Conjugation. If you want to learn more about Arabic verb conjugation and take advantage of the free resources of this course, make sure to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and like the video. The PDF files and the slides of this lesson are available to download for free from the link in the video description. Make sure to check them out. Let's dive in. Here is a quick note to keep in mind. The default reference form for any Arabic verb is the third person singular masculine, such as ذهب, which is the conjugation of the personal pronoun هو. This base form serves as the foundation for deriving all other conjugation forms. The same rule applies in the present tense. يذهب is again the default third-person singular masculine conjugation. Therefore, whenever you learn a new verb, it's extremely helpful to memorize its default forms across the three tenses together: past, present, and imperative. Like this: ذهب, يذهب, اذهب. Now, I would like to focus specifically on the past tense. The past tense verb, al-Fā'il al-Māḍī, is a word that expresses an action completed in the past. By default, the ending of a past tense verb carries a fatha. Apart from this default case ending, its ending can also take sukoon or dhammah, depending on which attached pronoun we use. Let us look closely at the attached pronouns that join the past tense verb and their different forms. The first pronoun that connects to the past tense is al-Fā'il, which appears in 6 forms: the first person singular, tu, and all the second person forms: ta, ti, tuma, tum, and tunna. Notice how the pronoun endings aligns with the verb suffixes. In these instances, the last letter of the verb must take sukoon. The second suffix is na al-Fā'ilīn, used with the pronoun نحن. Here, the letter before the suffix also takes sukoon. The third one is ألف الاثنين, which appears in 2 forms: as a simple alif for the third person dual masculine, and an alif preceded by ta for the third person dual feminine. In both of them, the last letter of the verb takes fatha. Next we have waw al-jama'ah for third person masculine plural, which requires dhammah before it, and nun al-niswa for third person feminine plural, which requires sukoon. Finally, consider the third person singular forms. The masculine doesn't take any suffix, while the feminine takes a static ta. This is not a pronoun, but rather a marker for the feminine called ta ut-ta'nīth, the ta of feminine. similar to the dual feminine form, where this ta is followed by the pronoun alif. Here is a table of pronouns with the corresponding suffixes in the past tense. This table should serve as your foundation for conjugating any irregular verb in the past tense. And here is another table with the specific names of the connected pronouns used for each pronoun. You will find both tables in the PDF file accompanying this video. Sound or regular verbs in Arabic has three main categories as we explained in the previous lesson: salim, hamzated, and doubled, which has two further subgroups: triliteral doubled and quadrilateral doubled. Fortunately, three of these categories are completely straightforward in their conjugation. We simply add the attached pronoun to the verb. Meanwhile, the fourth category, which is the triliteral doubled, al-muda'af, al-thulathi, requires a minor adjustment before adding the suffixes. Let's now take an example for each one of the verbs that accept suffixes directly. Starting with the intact verb ذهب, to go. For the first person, we have only two pronouns, أنا and نحن. Here is a verb in the past tense. What we will do is to add the corresponding suffix for each pronoun, to and na. Then we adjust the vowel of the verb's last letter, ba. Here, it will take sukun in both cases. So we have أنا ذهبت and نحن ذهبنا. The same process goes for all pronouns. For the second person, أنت ذهبت, أنت ذهبت, أنتما ذهبتما, أنتم ذهبتم, and أنتن ذهبتن. For the third person, هو ذهب, هي ذهبت, هما ذهبا, هما ذهبتا, هم ذهبوا, and هن ذهبن. Here is a complete conjugation of this verb in a tabular form, as you'll see it in the PDF file. While there are 12 subject pronouns, there are 13 conjugation forms, because the pronoun huma is used for both masculine and feminine duals, which both have two different conjugations, ذهبا and ذهبتا. The second verb we have is hamzated, سأل. The pattern remains consistent. Add the suffixes directly and adjust the vowel of the verb's last letter. So for first person we have أنا سألت and نحن سألنا. For second person, أنت سألت, أنت سألت, أنتما سألتما, أنتم سألتم, and أنتن سألتن. And for third person, هو سأل, هي سألت, هما سألا, هما سألتا, هم سألوا, and هن سألنا. Here is a complete table of this verb. The third one we have is quadrilateral. قهقه. It also follows this direct suffixation. For first person, أنا قهقهت and نحن قهقهنا. For second person, أنت قهقهت أنت قهقهتِ أنتما قهقهتما أنتم قهقهتم and أنتن قهقهتن. And for third person, هو قهقه هي قهقهت هما قهقها هما قهقهتا هم قهقهوا and هن قهقهنا. And here is a complete table of this verb as well. It's also included in the PDF file. That completes our study of past tense conjugation for the verbs that experience no change. In the next lesson, we will learn how to conjugate the triliteral doubled verb in the past tense as well. Remember to download the free PDFs accompanying this video from the link in the video description. Just click the link, enter your email, click on Request PDF, and an email will be sent to your inbox, including the download button. To continue mastering Arabic verb conjugation, don't forget to subscribe the channel, activate the bell, and like the video. See you in the next lesson.